we won the South African Championships here. So Cheryl's the ladies champion and I'm the male champion for factory division.
So first, before we get started, I want to congrats on you for being our brand ambassadors, because you recently become our brand ambassadors. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So today we're talking about the Continental Binoculars. It's also one of our Continental line. As you probably know, the Continental is always our top line products. And these binoculars, you have used it for a while, right?
Yep, we've got them, yep.
Yes. How long have you been using it?
It's 2 weeks, huh? 3 weeks. 3 weeks that we've used them effectively.
So
and they've really been working well. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So these new binoculars, they are one of our new products, and we now have the 8x42, 10x42, and this one 10x42 plus one. They all feature ED lens and a very bright image with up to 88% light transmission. So first, can you briefly talk about your first impressions on these binoculars since you've been testing it for a few weeks?
Incredible. When we took them out the packaging, we saw a quality unit. Quality unit. Handling of the binos fits perfect into our hands. Adjustments on it, perfect. There was a lot of design that you guys have done that you've put into the binos. And the lenses are crystal clear.
Yes, so this binocular use the BAK4 prism material, and it is fully multi-coated. It is also using dielectric coating. So basically, it ensures a very clear image with vibrant colors and sharp contrast. So with this binocular, the image is almost to what you see via your naked eyes. And also with this model, it has a ranging reticle. Like with this part, it has a ranging reticle that you can use it to calculate both the height and the distance to a target. Also, may I ask, what is the farthest distance you've observed with this model?
So we recently went down to Cape Town to go and shoot the SA National Champs, and we looked through the binos across the Bay of Bloberg Strand in Cape Town to Table Mountain, and the pictures that's attached, that's photos of me taking it through with a phone through the lens, and it is incredibly clear. Incredible.
Yes.
And that was 16 kilometers that we were looking at Table Mountain. And the picture, side picture, crosshairs, 16 kilometers, correct, yes. And that's the photo that we've sent onto you. And the closest that we've done 2.5 meters, just messing around with the reticle to see how far we can range in and out on it to get clarity on it. And there's no distortion. It is crystal clear. And what I like about the reticle on it also is that 50 mils above your X and Y axis. So for your ranging, like you were saying, that you've got the ranging reticle on there, we can range, and we've actually tested the ranging reticle on it, and we've ranged a 600 diameter target gong at 600 meters, and it is exactly what the reticle is. And we did on a closer range also. We did at 100 meters, that same 600 mil gong, and it came up as exactly what our readings and stuff was supposed to be on the reticle. And it's really impressive binos.
Yeah, I've checked the photos you sent to me. It's very impressive. It looks almost like the photos you look with your naked eyes.
And, correct, yeah.
Sorry, just bearing in mind the photo uses some clarity, with the lens from the camera. So it's a lot clearer than the actual picture that you see. So the photo does blur a bit, yeah. It's crystal.
It's sharp. The picture is incredibly sharp. And we actually went up the Krabies, which is Northern Cape, and we had some photographers that were there with us also, and they were using other brand binos, and I let them have a look through the Vector optic, and they were, it was incredible. They were like, wow.
That's great. So basically, this binocular, we have 8 power and 10 power magnification. It can be used for medium to long range observation. Can you also talk about what use case do you usually use with these binoculars?
So we've got the 8, we've got the 10 by 42 ED binos. We've got those, and we use them primarily for bird watching, animal watching, ranging of our targets, different distances, and we used it now when we shot down in SA Champs to read on wind, to pick up on the mirage of the wind. That's how clear the lens is. Now you'll see with cheaper binos, you won't be able to see that mirage. You won't be able to see that light dispersion. And the thing is, we could actually pick up the mirage, and we could pick up which way the wind was blowing on targets, and it could compensate accordingly. And legitimately, these helped us win essays because we could see which way our wind was going. And you don't pick that up on a cheaper lens. It's impossible. But with this, we could see it.
I'm very proud to hear that. Also, you go to lots of competitions, right? Like shooting competitions. Do you also plan to bring this one for your next competition plans?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be utilizing these binos all the time. Even in, I've got a training academy where we train people up with long range shooting and shooting, and I will definitely utilize this for our students on to show them where impacts are on target they can see, because we've got at a kilometer, it's 122 meters of field of view. We shoot out distances far further than that, but it's good for the training of it.
Yes, this one, the field of view is very wide. It's easy for you to observe. I'm curious about one thing. Like, have you used it for, do you think this one is kind of heavy compared to other?
Not heavy at all. It's just over 800 grams, I think it is.
Yes,
and
yes.
It fits exactly into our gun bags. It's compact. We don't have to worry about cumbersome binos. Very, very, very compact unit. I think the size is 147 mils long, 132 mils wide, 55 mils high on the unit. So you can see it's a small package, and what you're getting in that small package and the quality of lens. I don't know how you guys
small
have done
packaging like this one.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and when we drove up through the Kalahari up to Macrobby's, we actually kept them in the motor vehicle with us in the center console. So it's small enough to keep in the console, and we could utilize it as we're driving and viewing.
And what are your thoughts on the durability of these binoculars? Like, have you dropped it by accident sometimes?
We're not going to drop them. They will be robust. They will be robust enough because it has got that rubber housing on it. And what we also like on the side of the binos, it's got those little dimples on the housing which helps you with the holding, especially if your hands are sweaty. Like on Saturday we shot and the temperature was high, so that our hands were sweaty. But when we were on the binos, it's very comfortable onto your hand, and the little thumb imprints on the bottom, exceptionally comfortable. You guys have seriously put a lot of development into it.
Yes, I agree. And also, I would say these binoculars is very flexible with this adjustable center focus node and this adjustable eyepieces. And have you ever tried to use it in raining or foggy weathers?
So we did do a morning visual where it was foggy and that, and the picture was, like I say, it was insanely clear. Moisture on the thing we haven't tested as yet in the rain, but like you were saying with the objective lens, which is adjustable on the left hand one, like you mentioned earlier, you've got the reticle that's on there. With that adjustment, it can adjust anybody's sight picture on the reticle, so you can adjust on to line up that reticle exactly with your eye. So you're not going to have a skew reticle if the binos are closed. If you've got a smaller face, if you've got a bigger face, then the reticle would be out.
Yes, with the reticle, you can actually use it like a monocular, like in this way.
Correct. Correct, yes.
And also don't remember, because this one is one of our Continental line, so it's covered by our lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty on it, yeah.
And
that's
also
it's robust. It's a very, very robust unit.
And also coming with this package is some free accessories, easy for you to use. I'm just showing them here.
And what's also nice on the binoculars is that you've got that tripod adapter, which you can put the tripod adapter screws into here. So it can be utilized for your ranging and spotting on your tripods, which is a very good unit.
Also, do you have any suggestions on this model so that we can improve a bit?
If you could design something that's got a rangefinder, actual rangefinder in a bino.
A rangefinder, okay.
In an actual binocular, that would be a very good product to have. Still have with the reticle, but have something that's got a rangefinding, a digital rangefinding, because I use your guys' Paragon rangefinder, and it is exceptionally good. Exceptionally. I primarily used that rangefinder when we shot SHMs. I didn't use any of my other data. I only used the data, the applied ballistics data that was on that rangefinder. That's something that I would look at for in future, is putting a range-finding binocular.
Okay.
Digital range-finding binocular.
But also with a reticle?
Well, you wouldn't need a reticle, but it is a good thing to have a reticle on, because as a spotter, as a person that's spotting off of the binos, they'd be able to relay that information across to the shooter of how much they've missed off via the subtensions on the reticle.
I see. I will talk to our team about this. Thank you for your suggestion. And I think that's all for today's talk. Thank you for today.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you very much.
You. Look after yourself.
And
Thank you.
Hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.